Last time on 28 Days in Rehab.
I wasn't even thinking about sneaking around the corner. I was gonna run.
Physically run away?
Yeah, run.
My mom is either on drugs or in rehab. That's the only mother I know.
You're a person that leaves, that relapses, that dies.
The group is facing their 3rd week in rehab. Emotions are raw.
I needed you. You weren't there for me.
Tensions are flaring.
You're gonna have a pipe in your mouth in less than a week. You already have one in your mouth, the way you act.
And the desire to use drugs is still very much alive.
We are all concerned about you, Stephanie. You're not thinking straight.
You guys want to go out and you.
See?
The discomfort stems from having to truthfully address real feelings for the first time in years.
And everybody likes you, because you're a fucking good guy when you're not speeded up on crack.
Okay, now I'm just supposed to put on a smile and do a little tap dance?
No, you're not.
I don't understand.
I've been getting high for 25 years. I'm surprised I'm not already dead.
My compulsive gambling addiction was taking control of my life.
It feels internally like I just need it.
This disease strikes at any time.
I can't express how perfect my addiction was.
I want to be better, and I want to be better now. Just like any addict.
John, Connie, Stephanie, Jason, and Maureen are now halfway through their 28 days in rehab, and it's only getting harder.
Addiction is a physiological predisposition, and it comes out in behavioral ways, which makes people think, well, you can just stop. And the reality is some people can do that, but there's about 10% of the population that just can't do that.
CARE uses the Eastern philosophies of Chinese medicine incorporated with the 12-step model of treatment. We don't use a lockdown facility because we want our residents to have as much of an exposure to real life during their treatment so that when the end of their treatment comes, it's not such a shock to walk back out into the real life world.
The hardest thing with therapy, the purpose of therapy is positive change, obviously. But clients don't want to change. They become accustomed to having their best friend the drug for everything they do. And now they have to learn to live without it.
Yeah, I'm scared. You know, I'm afraid that I can't do it.
With my sobriety, I'm gonna have to take the repercussions of that. You know, what's gonna come next? What's gonna happen when I'm sober?
This is the week in which we start asking the tough questions. What are you gonna change? How are you gonna change them? What's gonna happen when you go back? And that's what makes week 3 so difficult.
Some group members have made good progress, recognizing and addressing the issues that brought them to this point in their lives. For others, progress has been very slow.
As the group grows, sometimes people fall behind. The biggest concern out of the group right now is Stephanie.
Stephanie, 41 years old, has been abusing drugs and alcohol for many years. In and out of rehab several times, recovery has not come easy for her.
Stephanie is all ready to go home. She's had it with treatment. She thinks that she knows all the answers. However, we don't feel that she's going to do real well without the total structure of a rehab.
She's in relapse mode, I think. I don't think she should leave this place, to be honest with you, in a week and a half. I don't think she's ready. I think she's not making any progress. She's going backwards.
The group's concern is that Stephanie's really not making the progress she's going to need to stay sober once she leaves here. But it's the group's job to help point some of these things out.
It is vital that clients stay focused in rehab. Stephanie is distracted over her appearance and phone calls to her boyfriend. Counselors and group members think she uses the distractions as a way to avoid addressing issues relevant to her recovery.
Yeah, we talked about, it was Friday, we talked about you on the cell phone, and there was some concerns among the group.
You weren't focusing on yourself, you're focusing more on phone.
And you don't think that's good?
No, pretty much, yeah, that's what I think.
See, that's hard for me to do because I lost my $100 not focusing.
Where was this at?
Sally's.
So you were at Sally's Friday?
Yes.
Sally's Beauty Supplies?
Yes.
Purchasing
Hair
beauty
dye.
products,
Yeah.
hair dye?
She asked me to get her do her grocery list. Then I lost her grocery list with the $100. Now I'm running around with a chicken with my head cut off because I don't know. We only have 5 minutes to shop.
I guess my concern is how much you're really getting out of this experience.
Well, it took 3 hours for them to. I mean, it was really hard because.
I don't care about all that. That's not my point.
I think she's kind of like half-stepping. She can't wait till she gets home to talk on the phone. She can't wait to leave here. She can't wait to go to the beauty supply parlor and like get her hair done. And she got some serious issues beneath drugs.
I learned a valuable lesson to take care of my own responsibilities.
That is a valuable lesson.
And to be more aware.
I can't ask her a question because she'll take 20 minutes to answer me, but she'll never really answer me. She's gonna talk about her nails or hair or boyfriend or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna have anything to do with whatever I asked her.
Okay, so you learned this lesson. Repeat the lesson again? Because it was a good lesson.
To take care of my own responsibilities and let somebody else take care of their own. And not try to take too many things on at one time, because I had a lot on my plate.
Okay, stop there, because you just said it all. Are you doing any of that?
I think I am.
I understand you learned it, but have you started to apply it yet?
Yeah, because the next person that asks me to do something for them, I'm going to tell them that I don't.
No.
He's not talking about the money stuff.
What is he talking? I'm still thinking about the money.
He's talking about the hell with the hair products right now. I know it's a nice thing and you enjoy doing it. It is.
Okay, what we do on our free time, excuse me, is our free time. That's my time. I could do whatever I want with my time. Absolutely. I don't think that I'm focusing too much on my appearance.
I just think she's, unfortunately, is very much in denial about her own disease. I just think right now she's not capable of being honest with herself and really seeing what the big problem is.
The only point that really needs to be made is recognize. You may want to, just take a look at. It's just another way to avoid your feelings. Okay? And the problem with avoiding our feelings is if that really worked, we wouldn't be sitting here. It's a Band-Aid. It doesn't actually fix the problem. It's the job of the group to bring everyone up with the group. Because the group process, that's the point. To be put in a group and allowed to get honest. And knowing that they don't know what the truth is. And the group helps them find it. What about you, Connie? Are you getting better or worse?
Hell if I know. In my head, I think, well, it's been a pattern, so I'm going to continue to do
I'm just
that.
a big so
yeah,
what's the point
and I don't know how to challenge that.
And guess what? The worst thing of it all,
What?
after going through all that at the dye store, I get the dye and it goes in the garbage. I could have took it back and got the money back, they said, but both dyes go in the garbage. Is
No
that
more
obsession?
talk about hair today.
But is that obsession?
Yes. No more. You're so self-centered. Do you listen to how self-centered you are? Am I the only one? She's over here talking.
That's my
You're not
roommate.
listening to a word she
That's my
says because
roommate.
you got to get that last bit in about you threw the dye away. You sit here and just wait. You don't listen to anybody. You just wait for the next thing to say, don't you?
Okay.
Is that true?
Yes, I guess if you say so.
No, not do I say so. That's what
You
I
said
see.
so.
I'm asking you. It's
You
a
just
question. It's a question. Is it-
Honestly, do you see that about me?
Yes. That's
Okay, then, if you say you're a professional here.
That's what I
And I am the client, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
The more Stephanie talks, the less she says. And this hair dye, who gives a you know? I mean, Stephanie's not talking about her feelings or anything about recovery. She's talking bullshit. I think she needs to shut her mouth and listen.
When she's in group, she's really wrapped around herself. It doesn't appear that she listens a lot. It doesn't appear that she's very supportive. And she's starting to get frustrated. She wants to get up, leave the group. Now that she's being held accountable, she wants to run.
Stephanie's erratic behavior is unsettling the group.
I'm having a hard time with Stephanie. I feel like I want to give up on her, and that's the last thing I would want anybody to do to me, but I mean, there's no talking to this girl.
I've had it with this group. I've had it with this program. I'm going out to use, and I'm through.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not.
Why are you going to use?
What?
Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Stephanie!
You two better go after.
He didn't even notice that my hair is short now. But all of a sudden he knows about my program. But he's not looking at my program. He doesn't read up on what I'm doing in my progress. How can he sit up there and tell me that he's not really concerned?
Yes, he is.
Alive.
He is concerned.
From our conversations.
Whatever. Young.
We're all concerned about you.
When we all talked about.
We are all concerned about you, Stephanie. You're not thinking straight, okay? There it is, out in the open. You're not acting straight. You're not thinking straight.
Well, that's regardless.
You're not. Am I wrong, you guys?
I'm going to go out and you.
See?
But
You're not
why do you want to use?
What?
Do you want to keep causing destruction to yourself?
It's a feeling, and I'm letting it out. I'm doing what I must. I'm in the right places to talk about it.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yes. So you're really not going to go use. You're just.
I want to.
People do it all the time, but I think, you know, that was a little show Stephanie had to put on yesterday. And I know she's feeling very bad about how we're all reacting to her. I can see it in her face. I can see, you know, the way she's acting at home.
And I'm addressing my problem, and I'm doing what I'm expected to be doing.
I think that's just a cry for help. I know, to me, I feel she's not very happy with herself. And I think it's a defense mechanism, her, with all these distractions of not probably being capable of getting honest with herself.
I think you should go talk to Jody and tell him how you feel and clarify rather than run to assumptions.
She's out of her
It wasn't a threat. It was just letting somebody know that's where I was going with that, because I had these strong feelings, and if they say if you keep them a secret, and it could cause me to lash out on somebody else. So I thought if I admit it to others and tell them the way I feel, it would lose its power, which it did.
She's typical severe ADD person. It's very hard for them. They move very fast, they're very hyperactive, they're very impulsive, and she's been on drugs for a long time to try to cope with that.
But it's like, you know, we have to constantly be made aware of being aware, because none of us are good at it. That's why we're here. And that's why, you know, everyone has to bring everything to each other's attentions, because sometimes we don't see it, Stephanie. But I don't want you to get frustrated and run, because that would just be, you know, supporting an old behavior that really hasn't worked that well for you. Okay?
She's addicted to the drama right now. She just wants to get outside of herself, and I really don't think that's a healthy situation. I just hope that some moment of clarity comes to her. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to be a very pretty picture.
Next on 28 Days in Rehab, tensions boil over.
I don't like you. I don't like you either. I don't like you